on the line now. Here we go, the final of the open women's surf race. And Josh, take a look at those clouds rolling in. This storm is coming. Yeah, the conditions are starting to change as we see the start list for the girls. And there's the same girls lining up again. Maddie Dunn, Dev Halligan, the girls that we've seen in the Iron Woman and the ski finals so far. So they're going to be a little bit tired. And I don't know, maybe one or two of the swimmers can pick them off here as we go over the page. There's Maddie Pryor backing up, Tian Raymond, Alira Richardson, Crystal Smith, all the big names from today. So it'll be interesting to see if one of the young girls comes along and sneaks a win. What about the Smiths in there? Crystal Smith, Eliza Smith, Gemma Smith. I hope I pronounced that right. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you've done well. But hey, it's a good name in surf life saving, along with Nathan, and we like to refer to him as Crystal's brother. And she'll obviously do a good job here as we see the girls into the water. Yeah, commentator's dream having all the Smiths in there. But here we go into the water. And the girls straight into this duck diving, as we mentioned before. And you can see the long legs, Devon Halligan. She's one of the tallest in surf life saving for the women. Probably her and Harriet Brown, the two tallest girls in surf sports. And they're showing it now. Height, there's no substitute for it. Not at all. And I wouldn't know what it's like, but the girls have snuck across that gutter. First one to the bank, and they've already got a little lead as they're back into the deep water. And those, you think it's only 1 or 2 body lengths, but if that's 1 or 2 body lengths when you get into the wave area, that can make all the differences in the end. As we see a few waves starting to come through, as that weather starts to change, the surf might start to pick up, and we can see some different kinds of racing here. Yeah, we saw earlier in the coverage here the glass off out the back. It was so smooth and nice. You can just start to see the water starting to ripple a bit now. And out the back, yeah, it's going to be a little bit blowy, and we just got the news in that weather's really going to get harsher as this day goes on. So look for a deterioration. These competitors want to get in and get out of here as quick as they can. And at the moment, trying to line up that red and yellow can. That's the first turning can, Minnow, and it looks like they're off course. They've got to get their sat-nav system right. I was going to say, that'll change the way the girls swim. That chop will make it a little bit harder to find the cans. As we see Devon out in front in the maroon cap. She's heading towards that black can. She's 1 can off things. She probably hasn't looked up and made a note. So this is going to bring the girls on the left of the screen back into the race. They won't have to swim as far. And it looks like, I think that's the Noosa cap of Alexandra Nolan that's gone straight to the can. She's done a great job, and she's done really well. And he got there first. So that's how much of a difference going the right line can make. Well, she's on the money every time. We saw her absolutely nail that Taplin swim up there in round 1 at Alex Headland, and she's nailed it again. So if I was in a race with her, I'd be straight on her feet because she knows where she's going. That's it, and you'd rather swim the 50 or 100 metres straight to the can than go the extra little bit around. So those little skills that make all the difference. That's Dev Halligan should be better than that. She's an experienced competitor. She's been around a long time, and it's a critical mistake to make this early in the race. Well, at this level as well, and we said before, the quality of these fields has just gone up a whole nother notch on last year. And it's the love of the summer of surf. They're coming from the cloud. They're coming from all states to compete, and it's twice as hard as it was last year. Oh, look, and we can look at the push and shove going around that can. It's so competitive. These girls aren't giving each other any room at all. As we see a few heading, the last girls heading around the can, it's all push and shove. They're all going for that one spot as they turn and make their moves on the way in. They'll start to push for waves here. They'll start to push for runners. They'll be looking underneath their arm, and the ones who are smart will just feel that push. They feel that bump through their legs and keep their head down and keep going. It's when you've got to look for it, that's when your hips drop and you slow down. So still trying to look for some caps out there, maybe a Manly cap thereabouts as well, but really hard to see on this shoreline to make our Northcliffe cap there as well, and a wave coming, so maybe a wave can play a role here as they get closer to the beach. And the girls will get on this. They're going to get there. Looks like a Manly on the left there, a couple of Northcliffe in the middle, of Mooloolaba, and that looks like Alexandra Nolan from Noosa on the right-hand side of the screen. So we've got a race in 4. So they come up here. It's going to be really tight. This sprint finish, trying to work through that little gutter. Just dropped off the back there, and the girls will duck dive to the shore here. That looks like Taylor Pasaric in there. She's up and waiting already. She's more of a pool swimmer, and she'll pick this one off. She's taken it from under the nose of Crystal Smith. You would have backed her home. It looks like Crystal's second, Tian Raymond third, and Alex Nolan, who did such a good job, she'll end up in 4th. Yeah, Taylor Pasaric there from the Manly Club. We haven't seen much of her so far this summer, but she's done well, and there we go. The official results. Taylor Pasaric of the Manly Club gets the maximum points there. Crystal Smith just losing it in the run up the beach, and just ahead of our Pro Series competitor there in Tian Raymond from Mooloolaba, and Alex Nolan, we saw before, beautiful work on the way out, and just couldn't finish it off on the way back. And onto the second page there, well, Tara Coleman, Laura McGlone, Zoe Heindiger of North Burleigh as well, and Rachel King of Thirroul rounds us out.
Good start out there in the middle of the group. Yeah, I was in the pack at the start. I just wanted to hold on, and I knew I had the endurance for on the way home, so I just went as hard as I could and sprinted up to those flags to get the win.
Pretty tough field out there. Talk me through what happened around the cans.
Yeah, all the Nutrigrain girls are here today, so it's great competition. It was really tough, really tight around those cans. People were swimming all over the top of each other, but I managed to get some clean water and get round nice and clean.
And what about the end of the race?
Yeah, it was a sprint finish, I think, with Crystal, and I just got there, so it was great.
And what do you think of the Summer of Surf?
Summer of Surf, it's a great competition. I mean, it's great to get the experience with the older girls, first year with Opens as well for me. So yeah, it's a great competition. I'm loving it so far.
Fantastic win, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So take a look at the overall point score after 4 rounds of competition. And Harriet Brown of the BMD Northcliffe Club, she hasn't won a race yet in the surf this year, but goes to show consistency counts here at the Summer of Surf, leading the point score ahead of Alex Nolan of Noosa Heads and Tian Raymond of Mooloolaba. Plenty of talent in there. Eliza Smith of Northcliffe as well. And we turn the page. There's plenty more to come this summer. Rebecca Creedy, we know what a great swimmer she is. Obviously, former Commonwealth Games gold medalist. And then Taylor Puskaric with their